I just got this from my one of my buddies. Admiral set. Missing the knob here. Now, this came out of a barn. He apparently checked the picture tube before grabbing it. But I am going to be restoring this set. I've been watching a guy I was watching on YouTube. He found a set in an old house, abandoned house, and it's in much worse shape than this. Back panel, the model number is worn off there, so there's the chassis number. Now, I'm just going to take a look and see what I can do with this puppy. I'd like to get it going. It's pretty dirty. There's the tuner wire here. Oh dear, that's broken in there, so I'll have to fix that. All the tubes are in it, which is nice to see. Got some wax caps here, which are obviously going to be bad. I always replace them no matter what, even though sometimes they're still good, but yeah, there's a picture tube. Anyways, let's start taking this apart and see what we have. So I flipped the set over, and pretty self-explanatory here how you get it apart. So you're taking these out. Pull these knobs out. Theoretically, there's a screw down here as well. Of course, there's a screw on the other side. Oh, no screw on the other side. That went missing long ago. There's two more here that have to come out. Ow. How do I get the top apart is the is actually getting the piece apart. Ah, okay. There's a glass panel in there. It is glass too. There's another screw here I found. They just don't end, do they? Now, there we go. That's better. It wasn't so bad, was it? Oh, look at this. You got vines in here. You got some remnants there of some critter. That's glass, so it'll be easy to clean. You got a vine growing through here. That's how you know it was sitting in a barn. Good evidence. There's little brackets here, so I don't know if this whole assembly is just going to slide off or what the deal is. But I'm going to take these off. I have another Admiral set here, and I can't get it going. Got audio, but no picture, and the horizontal and vertical circuits seem to be operating the way they should. I hooked up the scope and everything and had the manual, but I had no go on it. So now I'm sort of trying my luck on another one here instead. There we go. How dirty that is. It's not that bad though. Could be much worse. These are circuit board based, partially. Now you got, see, your rectifiers here, and then filter caps here. What was that? Oh boy. Don't want to damage the speaker. Struggle. Oh yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. There we go. I got free access to everything. Speaker's still good, at least for now. Put a little bit of oil on that, and it's pretty brittle paper, but at least it's still good. High voltage cage. See what that flyback looks like. It's probably fine. Oh, I think the top just pops off. There we go. That's what I want. Yeah, I got our flyback here. Yeah, that's not bad shape. In there. Yeah, flybacks don't go bad very often, so that is a 17 DSP-4 picture tube. So that's a 17-inch, I guess. Alright, so for a 17 DSP-4, test socket B, which is this guy here. And then the regular socket cups on here. I had a color tester too, but I decided since this one's smaller and I'm only going to be working on these sets anyways, I'm not going to bother with color sets. Presumably this picture tube was already checked. Now, it says a 6.3 volt heater. G2 is going to be 300. And then a range of 31 to 90. So I set it to 30 there. Because that should get me, that's the cutoff. And there we go. I go for 6.3. I see it lighting nicely. That's good. So the cutoff is not bad. I'm at least in probably around 34, 35 here. So, back to the emissions here. A nice strong picture tube. Stronger than the other sets. Alright, so I'm going to take the yoke off the picture tube here. Now I just tried to undo the screw here and the whole clamp just broke. So I'm going to have to get a... wow. That's brittle. I'll have to get like a pipe clamp. But I probably should. I don't have any way of doing so. Comes off nice and easy. No, it's in pretty good shape. Alright. Now, I get the picture tube out. I can start cleaning this and figuring out... oh man, look at all that in there. That looks pretty scummy. I got screws on top here. There are 2 screws on the bottom too. As you can see, they have little grommets on the little plastic grommets on each screw, little insulators. This thing does not have an isolation transformer. It has a live chassis. This thing should just come free. There's a resistor right there, I noticed. That must be the filament resistor. There we go. One wire. There's it. The picture tube is now free. flyback there I gotta disconnect too. And that resistor right there I was talking about. Looks like it has like asbestos in it. That needs to be cleaned up. Nice picture tube. Nice strong picture tube. Look how flat that is. That's amazing. Oh yeah, this is lovely. I have to start going through and finding capacitors. Wow, I wouldn't trust any of these, to be honest. There's a wax one. Don't trust them regardless. These filters still might still be good. Is that a 1 microfarad? Holy smokes. These ones down here don't look bad either. Their guts have not started to spew out, which is a good sign that I might be able to restore them. How long they'll last, I never know. Look at this. Crispy. That's definitely bad. So's that one. But I will take the checker and see what the what they read. Is that ceramic? No, it's not ceramic. There's another one way down there. These pots, they all turn, which is nice. So none of them are frozen. That's always nice to find. Yeah. Alright. Just out of curiosity, I have one hooked up here. You have to remember you have to cut out one lead in order to do a leakage test and to do an accurate capacitance check as well. Now, this is probably in the range of here. 0.5, 0.001, 0.5. My eye here. So it must be around the range of, wow, it's like almost 0.5. If that's the case, it's severely drifted. Let's try leakage on it. "25 volts, and it's not doing very good. 150. Look at that eye, it's completely closed. Not even changing. It's only 150. Clearly that one is toast. So let's try this one here. This one's probably going to be real crispy too. Now, here we go. That's around like 0.3, so it's not too bad. 25 volt check. Surprisingly, it's good. Ooh, no, not so good. It's leaking. Now, I'm not sure what the voltage rating is on that capacitor because I can't see through the wax. Yeah, it's not great. 250. Alright, so I'm changing all the capacitors in here. These wax caps, can't trust them. These ones, they took quite a bit of heat, especially up in this area here. Got the horizontal output deflection diode here, and yeah, especially up in this area here. This one here was a I had to, if you scrape, you have to scrape the wax off, and then you can see what the value is. So much dirt sticks to them. Royal Tiger. Ooh. These are the ones that these freaking guitar guys like to put in their guitars. And it is a 0.022 at 600, but of course the leakage at 25 volts is pretty bad, so not really any good. So yeah, and a number of the resistors, there's a 2.2K here which measured 2.5, and decided, well, I might as well change it since it's a 2 watt, so it probably gets fairly warm. And there's a couple 15Ks in here. This one's drifted to 17K. It's not that bad. There's a 22K down here again, a 2-watt. It drifted to around, it was like 24 or something. That really won't affect performance much. If the tolerance is within 20%, you don't have to be too concerned. It's the ones like these high value ones, like 4.7 megs, when they drift up to like 10 or more, and sometimes higher, then you start to get concerned. Same with any of these values. If they start to drift off, if they're twice their value, then that's when you want to change them, basically. But a lot of them were pretty close. Like there's a 82K here, that was 82.5 or so. That's just fine. 150 was around 160, that's fine. So yeah, just going through, and these filter caps, yeah, I'm just gonna try them and see if they'll come back. I'll certainly know. There's a 1 microfarad wax cap here, which is 100 volts. It's a strange value, but yeah, you're better off just, this has a strong picture tube, and I'm sure the yoke is fine. I'm just gonna wing it. I don't have any way of actually doing a ring test on that now. There are other methods. I just don't have the proper equipment to do it right away. So in the end, I end up coming up with a list like this. This is all the electrolytics that are in this TV. Oh, there's a couple films here. This one's 0.22, which is actually 200 volts, but I'm putting 630 in there since they're a lot smaller anyways. 0.1s, 0.047s, and so on and so forth. There's the resistors I was listing. So that's not that bad. The electrolytics I'm just going to leave alone for now, see what they do. But the film caps, definitely changing them all. So let's go hunting.